All right, good afternoon, evening. Welcome to the Highgate Selectboard meeting for Thursday, September 18th, 2025. And start things off by Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item up is public comment. As always, we start with Sue.
I have one question. I am just concerned. Now, I understand the Highgate Falls rubber dam is completely gone. Is this correctly? The rubber dam in Highgate Falls?
So there hasn't been any official communications between Swanton and us.
Okay.
We've seen the same posts on Facebook.
Okay, I'm just asking, with me being concerned, living on that road, I'm just concerned.
Yeah, so
I got word yesterday that it's going to be out 3 to 5 years.
That's what I'm kind of hearing, and I'm concerned about it.
what's your concerns about it?
Being flooded out again, what's going to hold the water back?
They removed the rubber bladder, so it's not going to
I'm
hold
just
up.
asking simple questions.
The dam and Shelton holds it back.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because I know people are going to ask me, and I just want to make sure. So, from the Sheldon, it will hold that
So
back.
all the dams above ours, the Shelton's going to just keep holding it back.
Okay, okay. In case somebody asks me, I'm not the only one concerned. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep. Any other public comment?
Name's Zach Macy, full-time resident of Shipyard Road. Any information about that advance? So you
we're
want to talk about it yet?
We still can't talk anything about it. It's in the hands of the lawyers. So until they give us word, we can't speak about it.
Any planned time to have a meeting or any idea of when you guys will?
As soon as we know, we'll put it out and you'll know.
And that's what's being discussed, is that conveyance of 0 Shipyard Road. The town property?
Yeah, I can't speak to anything about it. I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Any other public comment? Ty?
I got a request to get maybe a quarterly update in person from the Sheriff's Department. I know they give you, the select board, a monthly update.
Yep.
They don't do a very good job. They do a good job at what their job is, but they don't do a good job compared to other departments in the area, keeping the public informed on things that they got going on, you know.
Okay.
You see a lot of St. Albans City, there's street crime, they're doing a lot of press release now. I think having them here to express that to them by myself
We
is
can
nice.
ask Freddie to schedule a meeting to come in.
Yeah, we can certainly schedule quarterly updates and
I think they're doing a great job in Highgate, it just would be nice to see stuff.
We can
Yep.
ask Freddie to put them on the agenda.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, we get, and I'm not sure if it goes out to the public, looks like we got a whole month, an email from the sheriff 3 or 4 days ago, August 1st through August 31st. Is this, I don't know, is this going on the website?
No,
no, it's just for
no,
our,
this is
Just
just
for
for
internal
us.
consumption? Okay.
I mean, you can talk about
Can we-
it, but yeah.
it's
Yeah, so we do get a daily what they're doing.
Yeah.
And this one here is 2 pages worth of stuff. Very short, I mean, it's one-liners.
Yeah.
But, yeah, do other departments, I'm not really familiar with St. Albans, but
Where I'm seeing, like a lot of Facebook lately, you know, is the drug activity and the arrests that is happening in St. Albans. You see St. Albans City post about it, you know. And I'm assuming the sheriff's,
Sheriff posted the one that was recent with the boat loader and David's.
okay.
They did post that one recently.
Yeah, but, you know, I know probably almost everybody in this room knows a house or two of concern with a lot of drug activity in Highgate. And they're not going to talk about an active case, but they.
Yeah. Well, as always, if you have concerns, call the sheriff's department and they will address it, you know that.
We can see if he wants to release this to the, I don't see why not.
It's
But
public,
it's
it's public
public,
information.
yeah.
Yes. But a quarterly update at our
Yeah, no,
meetings.
that we could get, yeah.
Any other public comment? Hearing none, moving on. Town clerk Wendy Dusbone.
Yes. So you have minutes from September 4th?
You all reviewed the minutes. Yeah, I get a motion to accept the minutes?
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I just have a couple updates. Shelley's not with us tonight, so you'll be doing her check warrant here in a minute. For Freddie, I wanted to share, this got published a day or two, a meeting next Tuesday, September 23rd, here at 6 p.m. is a public meeting on the environmental cleanup and demolition at the Village Core property. Part of the process to have this public meeting, so that's at 6 p.m. here. And there is information posted, if anybody wants to look it up or call us, I'm happy to send it to you. Tax bills. They're printed. We're mailing them out next Thursday, September 25th. There are still a few other things we need to do before they can go out the door. So the office will be closed here to the public on the 25th, and we'll be back here stuffing and verifying and getting those out in the mail. This year's due date is Thursday, October 30th by 4 p.m. And we did spend a good share of the day on Tuesday fixing the back side of the tax bills. The printers never changed the due date. So the due date on the front of the bill is correct. The back still said last year's due date. So we spent the whole day striking and labels 2,000 times to fix it. So that was an interesting call to the printer, but it did get missed. We did send the information, it did get missed. And then they arrived and we didn't flip it over either. So we fixed it, but it took us all day Tuesday. Those will go in the mail, and tax rates are down, so hopefully most people are pleased with their bill. We don't control your state credit, that's based on your income, but tax rates overall are down. I think that was it for me. You can move on to Shelley, Invisible Shelley.
Yeah, so Shelley's review and approve check warrants. Have you all reviewed the check warrants?
Make a motion to accept the check warrants.
Second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, Freddie Hayes is not here today. She is under the weather, so we want to just cover a couple of things that she had. The dam, we've kind of discussed that already. The original repair plan is no longer viable. So we plan on having the village representatives back once they have a better idea of the next steps. And we're gonna keep the communication lines open. That's about all we can say on that. Arena renovation, it's in full swing. We ask that you mind the dirt. The construction work happening in the parking lot. They're making a lot of great progress. I appreciate the patience of the community as we work to improve the arena. A few questions been asked about parking, and generally the plan is for the parking lot. We ask people continue to park at the elementary school as possible. Plans for parking lot configuration are being worked on by the rec committee. If you have any additional questions, you can reach out to the town administrator and the rec director.
Are they still gonna have just 4 handicap parkings, or do they know that?
I don't know as they know yet,
Okay.
but I'm sure that'll be a discussion.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to select board items. We've got the public hearing for zoning district changes.
So I asked Carolyn to join us to give us an overview of where this is coming from and why it's a redo from 2023.
So, essentially, this is the final step for a public hearing to change a, parcel, 172 acre parcel from agricultural to commercial. This is a redo, or I guess from 2023, so it went through the planning commission process, is here. It did not make it into the bylaws in 2024, so we just have to do it again, but it was already discussed as, I guess as part of the town plan to build economic and commercial development on the airport. So this is the parcel owned by Highgate Airport Industrial Park LLC, about 172 acres, right of way approved from Route 78. So this change will also include that for any commercial signage. Yep.
And there's maps.
And there's maps and then the
Camera guy.
Doesn't the brook pretty much split their land?
It does. So before the brook split the land, it was commercial on one side and then it was agricultural. Now it is all going to be commercial, and this was kind of something that they had said would help their application process to eventually develop the property. At this point, it is only approved for gravel and sand extraction. So that is the current approved use at this time. So you may see some trucks starting to use this new right of way.
The airport, is it?
Yeah, this is
That's why the brick factory, right?
And the new right of way is,
It's through the LeBeau's property.
There's Wall Farm. Wall
So
Farm Road there.
Yeah.
you can look at your map,
This
you
more
can
towards
see it,
the,
but it's basically between
recycling.
the LeBeau's
Yeah, on the other side of the road.
kind
Okay.
of across
so-
from Du Bois Drive.
Right.
Yep.
Along
Okay.
Kelly Brook.
So it's not
That's right.
down near the industrial park, it's up further towards Highgate Center.
So this was before the planning commission in, when, Carolyn? August? Last month.
Last month.
And they approved it and made their motion very similar to the one they made in 2023, just added to include the right-of-way. So now it's before you guys to finalize it, and then we can make the changes to the bylaw document, the mapping changes.
Any discussion on this?
I move to approve the zoning change from agricultural to industrial commercial as described by the zoning administrator and as mapped.
I'll second.
Second by Chad. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Awesome.
Okay, up next is the fire department. New truck and portable pump.
I'm gonna see one thing in there too. I just need permission to purchase another 2 sets of gear, which is, we have budgeted for.
Okay.
And we're just wanting down a few more sets for next year. And unless we don't get any more, we're pretty well caught up.
Any discussion on the new gear?
What kind of gear you talking about?
Was it,
We've been going with Lion, which is a brand. Also this year, since, I don't know if you've heard any of the discussions or seen anything on PHVS free
Yep, I have.
bunker gear. So that isn't law until 2029, but it's available now for like $300 more, so I think we'll just go that way. We don't want to say sorry, we just wanted to save a couple $100. Have it affect somebody. So that's a big change in
What are they putting PFAS in? What piece of equipment?
it. I believe it's in the outer shed.
not good.
And there's been, you know, a lot of movement towards getting rid of it as much as possible. Seen some studies where it still is in some of the years and it's not supposed to be, but it's available now, so we're gonna move that.
So we need a motion for the purchase. So looking for a motion to approve the
So
purchase.
that's already in the budget, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'll make that motion.
Have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, buy your gear.
Okay, so our second purchase we'd like to make will be out of some more out of our fundraiser money. Is we'd like to buy another portable pump that pumps out more water versus what we have. We have one that pumps out 250 gallons. We want to get one that pumps out 450 gallons. On a big count, we're gonna have water issues. We may have to carry it down to the middle of the river to pump it back up. So, what'd you say the price was now?
I wrote it down on the,
So the price is $448.86, $4,486. And for hard suction, it's gonna be $535 for a 10-foot length. You're probably gonna want to get two, so we're talking already over $5,000.
What's the 535?
For hard suction, for 10-foot length. We're gonna get two, which we have money in our fundraiser because I already asked Shelley. Let's try to eat that up a little bit.
What you said comes to 55.56 without tax. No tax on that, right?
No tax.
Yeah.
Always count and burn to crunch the numbers.
the hard suction may not include shipping, I'm not 100% sure on that. The pump price does.
Those shouldn't, that's included in shipping.
For the pump price.
Yeah.
Hard suction, I'm not certain.
Anyway, eat it anyway, go out. We got like, just over 9,000 in the fundraiser still.
Any other discussion? Can I get a motion to approve the purchase?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
5,000 in the budget. 5,000 in the budget for fundraising.
What's that?
Just sign it, Shelley. I just looked up Shelley's thing.
Oh,
So the truck,
Yeah, no, a couple weeks ago, Ralph and I sat down with the Insourcing. The truck that we had built, he gave us a price of $590,000.
For a water tanker?
Pumper tanker.
Pumper tanker, okay. Holy moly.
Figured we'd go pumper tanker since the town's not getting any smaller and we may
Yeah.
need more pumpers. But as we went down through line item by line item, we did change a few things. And he just got back to Ralph and said it changed a little, but not a lot, but we don't know what it is. So we're gonna sit down with him again Tuesday. So we need to figure out where and how we're gonna do this.
What's that replacing then?
That is gonna be replacing the tanker.
Why aren't you
Because that's
just
on borrowed time.
why aren't you just replacing the tanker as a tanker? Why do you want a pump tanker?
Because it makes more sense if the tank gets bigger. If we got multiple calls that require a pumper.
Okay. My question is, that's what I asked you.
So right now, I'm just thinking that the CIP for, this, it's a 1998, scheduled for 2028 Replacement cost $480.
And there's one other little kicker too.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, it's getting better.
Okay.
If we go through this, we're gonna have a hope and pray that the frame gets done by the end of '26. Because if it does not, it's gonna go up $100,000 for the frame.
Tariffs?
New emissions also.
So you're still working out the price, correct? That's what you're planning on meeting on?
Right, just to make sure what we rechanged is,
So you don't have final numbers in
no,
reality?
we tried, but
Yeah, it's close.
it's close. I don't think it changed, dropped it a whole lot. It's like we had a deck on, we got rid of it. The hose bed, at first we went wet, while we changed it to dry to cut out some of the plumbing.
You said right now the pumper tanker is priced at $590.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you said it was going, something was going to go up 100,000 on that.
By the end of
The
2026.
chassis is,
What?
the chassis.
Is it made in the US?
Florida.
Florida? Well, that puts us at a $105,000 deficit for the CIP.
I think Shelley said we had either 115, 112, 115,000 on that line item,
Okay. Oh, right now, yeah, for reserves.
something like that. And when we get closer, if we get to this point, one of my guys said he would talk to, get a hold of somebody over in New Hampshire that he knows that buys trucks and turns them into dump trucks, which would probably get a little more money out of that.
Have we thought about newly used certified fire trucks? Is there such a thing?
The ones that we saw
Yeah.
were way too big.
Hmm.
The tanks are bigger, which are like, every one I saw were like tandems and 3,000 gallons, which throw things off our tanker relays. And if we got a smaller tank, we can't afford them anyway, because they're just more than what we want, or more than ours. Because everything's like custom CAD. Which we don't need a custom CAD.
Are you looking to push the acquisition of this up to next year to save the 100,000 on the tariff pricing, or are you looking to get this as scheduled?
If they'll be okay, we're gonna hopefully that they can get it done by the end of next year.
And how-
The frame, because it's still
Yeah.
gonna take,
You're
3 years.
still.
If we wait, it's gonna cost us more.
So how soon does the order have to be placed? Like if, let's say we wanted this here in our bay in 2028, when does the order have to be placed? Like 2026, 2 years prior?
wow.
Now? Well, we're almost,
Just to get-
yeah, we are almost in 26, yeah,
The longer we wait, the price is gonna keep going up.
right.
No, we've always used the Zorseys, but is there a benefit of shock?
We haven't gotten that far yet.
We're going with convenience, because if we had problems, they're up here the same day.
And also we have to find out exactly what we're getting and then get apples to apples to compare. Because I mean, you could compare those two cars,
Absolutely.
they're not the
Yeah.
same, so.
And you're getting service behind you.
I'm pretty sure Pierce is gonna be more, HME is gonna be more, and we're looking for convenience. So if we break down, even on the side of the road, they're gonna come bail us out.
So it sounds like he just has some more
Rents and almonds.
information to gather for us, and I guess Freddie and Shelley are gonna have to work with the planning commission.
Did you get my message about your planning commission meeting? I think you're on the
21st.
October 21st. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So they're on this planning commission's agenda for October.
Alright. Really nothing we can do at this point, just wait for final spec out and then move forward from there.
I think you guys got what we had already.
You gave Freddie a copy of the paperwork. And the
Yeah, I think she's got it in her office.
Okay.
She didn't share.
I looked at it this week. So.
I mean, we're not going to anything super fancy by any means, we're just.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, exactly, sensible.
Okay. Well,
I understand if we wait, it's costly, more costly.
Yeah.
Are there any grants out there for acquiring equipment like this?
Not that I know of.
The last truck, we did the, FDA stuff there, Friends stuff, rural, whatever, was what, 50 grand, I think. But is that available now? I don't know if it's,
Maybe they could talk with Freddie to see if there's any grants available.
I know when Kyle was on the board and we were talking before, fire trucks, and a lot of these grants, you use one word wrong and you get knocked off.
No,
That's what grants are.
Yeah,
Any of those
Yeah.
grants that we applied for.
Forget a comma and you're done. Yeah.
So,
Yuri, I'll check Sunday, we have a VSFA meeting, and the grant coordinator will be there, I'll find out if there's any grants out there.
yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, that'd be great.
Clarence?
Yeah, well, being that we're gonna probably have an airport that's functioning, perhaps we should look into Homeland Security funds or grants to help relieve the firefighters for their calls down there.
Yes, because Mr. Harrison is on the DRB agenda for October for his sketch plan review for his subdivision at the airport. So that is happening.
What's he subdivided for, industrial or houses?
Not houses.
Okay. I know we bounced back and forth on it a few times, so just want to see what the latest change is. Yeah, the ARF, what's it called, ARF, at the bigger airports, AR, whatever, DHS ARF grants.
We're not getting them.
No, but you know how, the airport's gotta get bigger to get one of those.
Our trailer's expensive.
Yeah. But with an up and coming airport, that's actually not a bad idea.
There's a possibility, there may be some funds.
Yeah, yep,
It's worth checking into.
I was with
yep,
Cliff on it. Cliff is
Yeah.
the airport,
yep.
also served the airport. You know, maybe a home sale or something.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll wait for more information on that.
I'm gonna table it.
Yeah, we'll table the, I mean, I don't think there was a motion. No. So we'll just table that till next time. So moving on, Little Free Library. Rebecca, welcome.
Thanks. We did discuss this at our September meeting, and we would like to put the Little Free Library in Kent Park. If that is okay. We're seeking that approval, and then if that approval is granted, it would be wonderful if at Public Works convenience, if they could just drop a post in. And if they're going to do that, they can also obviously put that post in a spot that's convenient for them, to maneuver around. And we can hang the library, or if they want to do that all in the same time frame, that's fine too.
Public Works has confirmed they're able to place the post and install it. I think you'll work together to figure out where to put it.
Absolutely.
Any questions from the board on the Little Free Library?
I guess I know that we said it a different time and I wasn't here, but I know that Clarence is here tonight and he did a wonderful job doing those for us. They're a few years old and they have new cedar shingle siding on the sides and the doors open smoothly, and we really appreciate that work and they're beautiful.
Thank you, Clarence.
My pleasure.
Do you happen to know about the Little Free Library in the park down here?
You don't either. Nobody seems to. Maybe the church?
I
I have no idea.
It's a nice looking
But
one.
that is exactly where we were hoping to put this, and I think,
Showing up the day that you asked me.
yeah, that I discussed with Ty and Brian, and then all of a sudden there was one there. So, I mean, wonderful, I guess,
They
that,
heard the tie.
you know, the community is invested in them and wants to see more of them, but yeah, I have no idea.
You need a motion then?
Yeah, we'll need a motion to
I'll make
approve.
a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, so deal with Public Works, we'll get that installed.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have to accuse yourself because it's Flint Park? Yeah, okay. That's a legal motion, that's all. All right.
Hey, put right there. They'll have to.
Okay, airport MOU with Swanton Village. So it should be copied in the signature folder. Okay, so guess I'm the one who needs to sign a copy. So we will need a motion. So this MOU allows for the operational and maintenance control of the water and wastewater system until the required ownership is complete, as the system connects to the Swanton Village system. When the ownership is complete, the town intends to transfer the system to the village for a nominal amount, as it was always planned for this project. So we're looking for a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding for the operation and transfer of the Highgate Airport water and wastewater project as proposed.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Chad, and second.
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, who seconded that one?
Me.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so let's, yeah, I can check them out. So other business. Do we have any other business for tonight?
I do.
Sure.
Do you have other business?
Well, you go ahead.
Okay. So I texted Sheriff Grismore while we're talking about the stats. He said that's actually on their website. The same stuff we're going to email is on the sheriff's website.
Okay.
It can be checked there. I sent an email to the board today, and I want public input on this. Has anybody else noticed your cell phone service, whether it's Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile in the area, has gone to crap? Anybody?
Yeah.
Less bars, less coverage, drop calls, dead zones. It's
Mine's slower.
yours said what?
Mine's slower.
Slower? I thought you said a solar. I'm like, what? Okay. Slower. What the hell was that? Okay. All right. So it's slower. So I found out. So there's some guys up near I live on Route 7 that are working on the I think Boyo Farm towers. They're the 3 silos that have the antennas on them, to hide the ugly antennas. I didn't know each one of those is a cell phone tower. One's Verizon, one's T-Mobile, and one is AT&T. I noticed at my house, which is north of there, I cannot move from where Carolyn's sitting to here without a call dropping in my house anymore. I got to sit perfectly still. If I turn my head, it drops. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And my bill's going up, right? So this has been going on for, I'd say, about a year. I work on the other side of the lake, and when I make calls there through Alberg, it drops calls all the time. I have to schedule my calls around Alberg now because you can't make a call on Alberg. So I'm thinking about this from the first responder point of view, or anybody. If you get in a car accident or something, you call it 911. You can't dial in a lot of places now within our coverage area. So I asked these guys what's up. The 2 techs that we're working at updating the T-Mobile tower, we're putting 5G on a 4 LTE tower. 4 LTE is what we used to have up until 5G came. And I asked the guy, I said, I thought 5G was supposed to be, the cat's meow. And he goes, well, it is for data. It's not for phones. It's not for voice. It's meant to push a lot of data over the air, but the voice, he said, suffers. So I said, well, what can I do about this as a customer, and especially representing the town, because I'm worried about first responder stuff here in town if you can't make a call. He said all it takes is 3 people within the coverage of the same cell phone tower to call and complain, and then they have to open up basically a complaint investigation and figure out how to get better coverage. So I'm gonna be number 1, I guess. I'll start it, but everybody else, I'm a Verizon customer. But if anybody else wants to call Verizon, and don't go to the local Verizon store. They're actually, I found out in San Luis, they're not a Verizon store. They're an independent contractor. You got to call the Verizon 800 number and say, hey, here's the issues I'm having. So anybody else wants to pile onto that, at least 3 of us in the town have to call if you're being affected to your respective provider. Then they'll do it.
Yeah, I got an extended day. I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Unless I go to Worcester.
Okay.
Then you got a problem.
Then you got a problem in the big town. Yeah.
Yeah, right at work. Can't get nothing.
He also told me, I didn't know this either, and it's hard to tell from those silos because I see there's only, they're all azimuth directed antennas. Although that's why cell phone towers are round when they, have the round thing at the top. Some, like the Verizon one, I guess doesn't point, I didn't know this, doesn't point west towards Alberg, which is why there's a dead zone. Well, why not? There's no tower in Alberg, so I don't know how this works, but I'm learning. Anyways, I thought with 5G we'd be getting better coverage, and we're not. So if you guys are feeling the same, feel free to call your provider so we can get some action on this. And I'm not sure if we can do it independently as a town.
Are these towers here, tower to tower, or tower to receiver yourself?
That I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure as a town, if you contact them.
Yeah, I think we might have more weight as a town, but the tech said as little as 3 people can start a no kidding investigation and get it worked on.
Oh, we got 5 right here.
Yep.
Is this for specific antenna location? So like that antenna that's on that silo by you?
Yeah.
What about our cell tower here?
This one I don't know. I don't know who owns that tower or which company.
I know
provides power.
T-Mobile's on that one, but are there any other companies on that?
3 currently.
There's 3 on there?
Yeah.
Okay, so all 3 then, the AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Anyway, just something to bring up. The only other thing I got is ATVs. I texted the board tonight. I bit my lip when I approved the ordinance because I was totally against it until the group came in and convinced us it was worth trying. Starting to lose patience. The sheriff's doing a good job. Up my way tonight, 3 different incidences within 2 hours of people violating the ordinance. And not just violating it, but just being complete a-holes about it. Speeding, loud, disrespecting other drivers. It's not working in my part of the town.
I did see the sheriff have crew pull over on my way into town this afternoon, which I agree with everything that you have just said, so I was very pleased to see that. Obviously, I don't know what the outcome was, but I was glad to see that.
That was tonight?
Yeah, 4:45.
Yep, okay, that's right about when I don't know, all hell broke loose up my way. All independent people doing their own thing. But when you're sitting there watching it happen, you're like, what the heck is going on?
See, I think the people that it was made for are following the laws and following the rules. The people that don't care whether there's rules or not, they're gonna do what they wanna do. Even when you pick them up, they're still not gonna stop.
Yeah. I know.
Impounded vehicles and get over with.
I talked to the sheriff last week. I know, at least up my way, I think at least 2 warnings have been put out. One of them was a repeat offender today. So the next step, I think, is tickets, and the vehicle might get impounded. Which I think we said at the beginning, if you're going to be a repeat offender and violate it, we're going to hit you hard. I don't want to have to be that way, but if you're going to ruin the neighborhood, the peace and quiet in the neighborhood, and then tear up the roads and all that stuff, then yeah, sorry, but that's on you, not us.
I'm finding the fact that you're seeing more spinning out by idiots behind gas engines and leaving marks on roads.
Yep. The burnouts, I noticed, are getting out of kayak. I had one the other day. I was a victim of a burnout, if there is such a thing. In downtown Swan, I was on the phone in my car, and a truck right next to me decided to light it up right in front of the bistro. Made a huge smoke cloud, rocks all over my car. My car ingested all the smoke. I got a new air filter out of the guy. I found him. And I said, we'll keep this away from the police. You buy me some new air filters for my car because my car is completely ruined right now. But yeah, it's happening. It was, I think, about a 16-year-old kid with this, big V8 F-150 truck. So yeah, that's happening. I did notice there's a lot of marks on the roads lately, up my way too. And I hear them, and yeah, that's got to come to a stop too.
When you say they're violating, are they not where they're supposed to be? What are they doing?
Multiple things. Not where they're supposed to be, speeding, no helmets, not VASA registered, and illegal pipes. The illegal pipes is a big thing because you can hear them coming from a mile away.
I've not seen it.
We don't see nothing on our.
And you live that right?
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
There's a little bit on my end.
Quiet area.
It's actually quieter than it has been for a long time.
It's because they're doing it on the.
That's because they all came up my way.
You can legally get up there.
Yeah. So,
Newport's the same way. I travel to Newport all the time. I hardly ever see any.
The Gore Road getting flooded with it. Well, I see more and more on the Gore Road.
Yeah.
You see more and more when you come around the horn and come back down. In our road.
are they being compliant though with the ordinance rules?
No, they don't
No?
have helmets or nothing.
All right.
Not older kids or younger kids.
Yeah.
So one of the people I know, they went and did their foolishness in front of my house, put the brakes on, skidded 40, 50 feet, drove us right out by chairs, turned around in the neighbor's lawn, driveway, spun out, stones all over the place. He went down the road, the fella followed him with his car into a driveway, and he ran him right at. We haven't seen him since.
That's good.
Probably gonna have vigilante groups setting up.
Yeah.
Not saying we should, but.
You got to be careful taking it into your own hands. Yeah. The big thing is if you can just ID the person, then you can hand it over to the cops. Get a plate, get a description, they can do the rest. They've worked some pretty good magic here with some of the people I thought they couldn't get, they did get.
I don't know if they're teaching arrogance or if it just comes with the lack of brains.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just, me personally, I can't speak for the other 4 people on the board, but I'll give it we said this was an experiment. We went through a lot of work to pass it, and I think when I was sitting where Ben was, I said we can take it back that quick too. And I don't want to because I think 95% of the people are doing it right. But we got to rein in these other ones. These other ones, it's a quality of life issue, and it's definitely not good.
We told the group, easy give, easy take.
Yeah.
Could you call that group back in and say, can you help deal with that?
I thought they were. I thought they were supposed to be able to, they were going to help with the game wardens and help police the bad apples and all that. I'm not seeing that right now. Some of these are repeat offender. I know one of them is a repeat offender. He ain't going to learn it. He's going to learn the hard way. 2 of them today that were full-blown adults.
Physically or mentally?
I'm not going to comment on that, but anyways, I think we did enough of a public affairs campaign to say what the ordinance was when it was in effect and what we were expecting, so I don't want to beat on it anymore, but I think I made my point.
It'd be worth bringing in the sheriff and the game warden and possibly LaRush.
What I'd like to do is invite these violators in who I know, invite them to sit here so we can educate them, but they won't come. That's what needs to be done.
Invite the ATV group.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we definitely need to include the sheriff and.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, absolutely. That's all I got. Sorry, Dan, on a kind of a note, but you got your quote ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you're all.
I'm good. Thank you.
Richard?
I'm good.
Mary? Good. Chad?
I'm old.
All right, so the quote this week, what I have been going back and forth on this one. I'm sure you all have seen what's going on nationally, political violence and the sort, and you know, it seems like we never learn. So I want to kind of go back in time a little bit to 1968. And I think Sue will appreciate this.
That was my year.
So, Elvis Presley. Yeah. In 1968, he was recording a television special. Singer, Sewing Machines Presents Elvis, but as we all know it as the 68 special. There was 2 assassinations that moved Elvis to sing a certain song. So, you want to say what the song is? If I Can Dream.
What is it?
If I Can Dream. So Elvis performed that song, and it was his kind of protest to political violence. 60 years later, we're having the same story. 1970, Elvis was awarded the 10 Outstanding Young Men of the Nation Award. And I would like to read his acceptance speech of that. So he said, "When I was a child, ladies and gentlemen, I was a dreamer. I read comic books, and I was a hero of the comic book. I saw movies, I was a hero of the movie. So every dream I've ever dreamed has come true 100 times. I learned very early in life that without a song, the day would never end. Without a song, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song, the road would never bend. Without a song. So I keep singing a song." And I've thought about that considerably. And I think what he was trying to say is lead by example. Be that song. Set the example for others to follow. Be a leader. We can't control the world, but we can control our own actions. And we can control what we teach the next generation. And I think that's the only way we're going to stop political violence. So that's my quote for tonight. Looking for a motion to end the select board meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right.